Hi, I'm Rabbi Lisa Grushcow. This week's Parsha is Vayeshev, which means he settled. It tells how Jacob settled with his family in the land of Israel. We learn a lot in this Parsha about Jacob and his sons, especially Joseph. We learn about how Joseph and his brothers treated each other and why, and we'll also learn about how we make our own choices. Joseph was Jacob's favorite, and he knew it. One of the ways that Joseph knew he was the favorite is that his father gave him a special coat. Some people think that this coat had all the colors of the rainbow, and others think that it was just very fancy. But what made the coat most special was that it was different from anyone else's, and Joseph knew that his father made it just for him. But there was something else special about Joseph. Joseph was a dreamer. He had all kinds of dreams in which he was ruling over everybody else, and he told those dreams to his family. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers, who were watching the sheep. When the brothers saw Joseph, they decided to hurt him, and they grabbed him and threw him in a pit. But then a group of people passing by was traveling to Egypt, and the brothers decided to sell Joseph to that group to be their slave. Once their brother was gone, they realized they needed something to tell their father, so they put animal blood on that special coat and gave it to Jacob, so Jacob would think that his favorite son had been killed. This is a really tough story. Imagine how everyone in the story feels. Jacob has just lost his favorite son, and Joseph is going as a slave with strangers to a land that he's never been. I imagine that Jacob is really sad, and Joseph is really scared. And the brothers have feelings too, of course. They were jealous, I'm sure, when Joseph got the coat and when he dreamt all of his dreams. But maybe they also were sad and scared. Sad that their father loved Joseph more than them, and scared about what they would do and what they would say now that Joseph was gone. There are a lot of feelings in this story. Maybe you have those feelings sometimes too. We all have feelings. The important thing is what we do with them. Think how it could have gone differently. Jacob could have told his sons that yes, Joseph was special to him, but each of them also was special to him as well. Joseph could have thought before telling everyone his dreams in which he ruled over everybody else. And the brothers certainly could have found ways to talk to Joseph instead of selling him and lying to their father. Our ancient rabbis taught that every person has a choice between two paths: the Yetzer HaTov, the good inclination that takes us on a good path, and the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination that takes us on a bad path. There's a very similar teaching in the Native American tradition. There's a Cherokee story about an elder who was talking to his grandchildren, and he was describing this great fight that he had inside him. "I have two wolves," he said, "and one of them is bad, full of anger and fear and jealousy, and the other one is good, full of kindness and love. And these two wolves are fighting it out with each other inside me, and inside you as well, every minute of every day." The grandchildren thought for a moment, and then one of them asked, "Grandfather, which wolf will win?" The elder smiled and replied, "The one you feed." We all have feelings, good feelings and bad. The story of Joseph and his brothers shows what happens when people follow their worst feelings to make bad choices. But every day, we have the chance to follow our best feelings and make good choices with our families and with our friends. Think of the story of Joseph and think how you want your own story to go.